Have you ever just looked up at the night sky and felt completely blown away? Well, hold on, because we're about to dive into 10 facts about our universe that are going to take that feeling of awe and turn it into pure, mind-bending astonishment. So, let's start with a real head-scratcher. Just imagine a place where a single day drags on longer than an entire year. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? But believe it or not, this place is real, and it's right in our solar system. So, for our first stop, we're going to explore our own cosmic backyard. And, it turns out our neighborhood is way, way weirder than you might think. Okay, welcome to Venus. Get this, a single day on Venus, that's just one spin on its axis, takes 243 Earth days. But it only takes 225 Earth days for it to go all the way around the sun. Yup, you heard that right. On Venus, a day is actually longer than a year. Just try to wrap your head around that. And then, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, you've got Jupiter. This giant planet is spinning so fast that its day is over in less than 10 hours. It just goes to show you the incredible variety we have right here. I mean, we go from a day that's longer than a year to one that's shorter than your average workday. So with all these huge planets flying around, what do you think actually makes up most of the stuff? The mass in our solar system. Take a guess. The answer might really surprise you. It's the sun, and it's not even close. A staggering 99.8% of all the mass in our solar system is just the sun. That means all the planets, Jupiter included, all the moons, all the asteroids, all of it is crammed into a tiny little 0.2%. The sun isn't just the center, it's practically the whole show. And to give you a sense of scale, you could fit 1.3 million planets the size of Earth inside the sun. 1.3 million. The size is it's almost impossible to really picture. All right, let's pull our focus in a little closer to home. Because space isn't just some abstract thing out there. It has some seriously strange effects on us humans, on our bodies, and even our senses. You know that classic movie line? Well, it is 100% true. Space is a vacuum. There's no air, no medium for sound to travel through. So, yeah, it is completely and totally silent. You could have the biggest explosion in the history of the universe happen right next to you, and you wouldn't hear a thing. But here's a funny thing. While you can't hear anything, apparently space has a smell. Astronauts who come back from spacewalks say a very distinct scent clings to their suits. They describe it as a mix of burnt metal, seared steak, and fireworks. That's the smell of cosmic dust from dying stars. Wild, right? And here's another bizarre side effect of being in space. You actually get taller. Without Earth's gravity constantly pushing down and compressing their spines, astronauts can grow up to 2 inches. Now, of course, they shrink right back to their normal height once they get home, but still. Speaking of people in space, this one is pretty incredible. Those footprints left on the moon by the Apollo astronauts back in 1969, they're still there. And since there's no wind or water on the moon to erase them, they'll probably stay there for millions of years. A quiet little monument to that first giant leap. Okay, for this last part, we are zooming all the way out. And I mean all the way. So prepare yourself, because we're about to tackle the unbelievable scale of the universe and some ideas that really push the limits of reality itself. Just let that one sink in for a second. Think about every beach on every continent all over the world. Try to imagine all the tiny grains of sand. The number of stars out there is bigger. It's a scale that our brains just aren't really built to handle. We tend to think of water as this precious resource, something you find on a planet like Earth. But what if I told you that there's a gigantic reservoir of it just floating out there in the void? So astronomers found this enormous cloud of water vapor, about 12 billion light years away, and it holds 140 trillion times the amount of water in all of Earth's oceans combined. It's the biggest, oldest body of water ever discovered, just out there. And this all leads us to our final idea, which might be the most mind-bending of all. Some scientists believe that our universe, with all its countless stars and giant water clouds, might not be the only one. This is the multiverse theory, the idea that our universe is just one bubble in a huge ocean of other universes. And if that's true, it leads to a pretty wild question. If there are infinite universes out there, does that mean there are infinite versions of you? Living out different lives? It's a thought that really blurs the line between science and philosophy, and a pretty amazing thing to wonder about. Thanks for exploring the cosmos with us.